I know. I should have made this video in June, but I'm making it today. Today we're going to talk about my experience at Socal Gaming Expo 2025. Sorry, took too long. Show you some pickups, show you some footage of what I've seen out there and my experience with it this year compared to last year. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, it's not the same anymore. Expos are getting pretty expensive. Is yours truly criminal minded? Let's get into it. Okay, here we are 5 months later talking about Socal Gaming Expo 2025. I don't know why it's taking me so long. Like I said, with work and stuff that's been going on, I need to make more time to do these kind of videos. So, Socal Gaming Expo 2025. I had a great time. It was fun. I had a blast there. It's not too far from where I live. It's probably like an hour and a half. I'm in Socal myself. So, I mean, it wasn't too far of a drive. The only complaint I have about Socal Gaming Expo is the prices. Man, and you know what? And if you are going to go to Socal Gaming Expo 2026, go on a Sunday when it's cheaper. Because I went on a Saturday and no one was negotiating. Anyway, I did get some pickups though. I picked up a Doom limited run collector edition, which is really cool. I've been wanting that for a while now. And I also picked up the Zelda Breath of the Wild collector's edition as well. Been wanting it. Actually got that for a fair deal. And I also picked up some Pokemon slabs that were actually a fair deal. But you know, when we first got there, my wife wanted to pick up a 151 ETB. And as soon as we're walking in there, right in the it's usually in the front of the expo where everything's really expensive. When you go in more far back, it's a lot cheaper. But man, it was super expensive there. The ETB at the time, this is in June, they wanted, well, I know they shot up in price now. I think they're like 350, 340, I'm not even sure. But the ETB we got was, they wanted 270 at the time. Market was like 200, 220. So they already like up in the price like $50. But luckily she did find one for 200. So there are some vendors that are, especially on a Saturday, willing to, wheel and deal. But they're just relentless. I picked up some NES games, but there's a lot of cool stuff there. We also picked up this cool little, there's a lot of 3D printed like vendors, like 3D printing stuff. They had this like Pokeball, and they had these cool little, another vendor had like these cool little like glass Pokemon with like the Pokemon that are inside of the Pokeball, the like little habitat. That was like really, really cool. And they had the half pipe. That was actually really cool too, seeing them skate. They have a light band there. I'm a definite fan of Socal Gaming Expo. I'm gonna go every year. Like, I make sure I save enough money to go, to make up, to get my pickups, to get stuff that I would like to have in my collection, because obviously you can see I have a bunch of stuff. I am, like I said, an avid video game collector. But some of the collectors, some of the vendors there, and even some of the collectors are actually pretty rude. And I don't know why they're like that, but I guess it's just cockiness. But like I said, other than that, it was a great time. Like I said, I've seen a lot of cool things. I met a lot of people. Oh, I picked up a Paldean Fates ETB. I got that for a really good price too. Back then it was like $100. Me and the wife, the reason why we're buying ETBs is because we already successfully did it. Mine is some of the Pokemon Center ones because they're super expensive, but we wanted a ETB wall of all the Scarlet and Violet, and then like kind of mixture of like whatever. We just want a whole bunch of ETBs. And so that's why we're hunting for ETBs there. And they're like, some of them are like budging, some of them weren't not. Like some of them kind of just like really firm on their prices. Like I was in the hunt for Kuon and I had the cash. I wanted to drop $1,000 on it right then and there.
You sound insane. Do you realize that?
The one vendor who had it would not budge off of his price, and he was asking $1,800. $1,800 for a game that it's only like $1,000. I think it's even cheaper. It's like a 900. But he just no. All right, you know. So I walked away from that.
He gonna cry in the car.
I still am determined to get that game here soon. I've been wanting it for the past 4 years now. So I got another game out there. It's called Einhinder for the PS1. I've been looking for that game everywhere complete, and I found it out there. Really uncommon game. And they have like a lot of cool, like, you know, like a lot of cool setups there, especially for like Pokemon. They had an Iona, I think her name was. Yeah, Iona, the character. They had like a nice little cool little setup for her, and like they were selling Japanese cards. They had like this brain setup. I don't think I got any footage of the brain, but they had this huge giant brain. I think it was from I don't know what it was from, but it was there. And it was really cool. Like, it's getting better and better every year. They had cool, like, huge area to play. Like any game that was there or any system, all the systems were there. You can play. They had pinballs, they had arcades. My kids had a blast there. My son picked up some little figures, some Lego figures and little trinkets. My daughter, though, oh my God, La Boo Boo Fever. She walked in there and we only gave her $100, and I don't know how she ended up spending $200. She bought like 3 Labubu's, a bunch of knickknacks, some soaps. They got her, but she didn't care. She had a good time. At least she had a lot of cosplayers are there. That was really cool. And yeah, so we're definitely gonna go this year. I'm gonna be going with my buddy Pat and my wife and my buddy Matt. We're all gonna go head over. This is gonna be their first expo. It's our third, so we're getting ready for that. We're prepping for that. So we're kind of like kicking back on Pokemon cards because we've been spending money like crazy. I'll get on another video about that. But yeah, it was pretty insane. It was, I don't know, just expensive. But again, it's not really about spending money. It's more about the community. I got to connect with a lot of people. I got to connect with one of my favorite YouTubers, Mort's Garage. Cool YouTuber. I didn't get any footage of him, but I know he's gonna be there again this year. I'm gonna see if I can get more footage of my favorite YouTubers because, you know, because of them, they pushed. You know, I love it. It kind of woke up the whole collecting of retro gaming that I used to do when I was a kid. I used to love video games as a kid, and we'll probably get into a story about that later. But anyways, that was my experience with Socal Gaming Expo. I definitely will be there again this year. Before I was there this year. I'll be there again next year and definitely take footage and not wait 5 months to post a dang video. But anyways, I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe and follow, comment if you liked this video, if you didn't, and maybe give me some pointers. Maybe there's something I can do better. Anyways, until next time, so you're truly criminal minded. I'll see you on the next flip side. Actually, the next video I'm going to do is about this game that needs to be banned, so stay tuned. Peace.